not getting feedback from any. All right, here you go. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. This is Professor Griffin. Of course, y'all already know this is Arm. The masses, Arm the masses. If Kalanji Chabachenga is watching this, can if y'all see him out and about, I don't know what he's doing out there, something, whatever, with a bullhorn in his hand or something. I don't know, can you tell him to call me? All right. Tell him Professor Griff said hit him up. All right. Now I don't know how crazy I look with these glasses on it, looking clear, white, whatever. But anyway, you know, you get to that certain age, you got like 9 pairs of glasses, different places around the house. Yeah. And y'all laugh now, but sooner or later, y'all gonna be like, damn, Griff said it. You're gonna be there in a minute. Today's subject, we're gonna be talking about what's going on. Not what's going on by Marvin Gaye, but we could talk about that also. But what's going on in the music industry? What's going on in the music business? What's going on with artists? All right, 7 Asiatic. Peace was good. What's popping, man? Matter of fact, 7 Asiatic. What's today's mathematics, man? Let's start off there. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, what's going on in the music industry? So let me just say this from the rip. Super Micah J, what's good with you? All right. Serious Nas 1. All right, peace and love. So it's all being born of knowledge. And what's knowledge? Yeah, I'm testing all the 5%. I'm testing God, body, anybody that come up here with knowledge itself. All right. All right, so we're talking about music industry. What's going on in the music industry, the music business? It seemed like a minute ago, everyone wanted to be in the music industry. Everyone literally dying to get in and dying to get out, all at the same damn time. While at the same damn time, we have people like Nicki Minaj ending up at the UN. Did y'all hear the speech? Oh, give thanks, man. While Zulu the God, peace. Did y'all hear the speech? Nicki Minaj's speech at the UN? All right. So this purely gonna be your show tonight, because whatever y'all send me, that's what we're gonna build on. All right. The music industry is in need of some help. I was listening to the radio and everything was trash. I can second that. So today I called up a couple of people. I said, listen, I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the music industry, music business, whatever. I'm not feeling anything like, no, let me stop that. Yes, I am. Shout out to my brother, Eric Jamal from Coast Contra. Shout out to Coast Contra. All right. Yeah. If y'all don't know who Coast Contra is, let's pause for a minute. And we're going to look up Coast Contra. All right. All right. And then at the same time, when y'all find Coast Contra, let me know. When y'all find Eric Jamal, let me know. That's where I'm at right now, man. Eric Jamal, Coast Contra. I'm just trying to feel my way in the dark right now. You understand what I'm saying? I like that new joint by Professor Griff called Amnesia. Go check that out. So I listened to Nicki Minaj's speech at the UN. It did one or two things for me. It let me know in the sad state of affairs that's going on with these people who are controlling and manipulating and controlling and steering our culture into the gutter, all right, are still giving these major universal United Nations platform to somebody like Nicki Minaj, whom we never looked at as a spokesman for us. Not in hip-hop, not in women's movement, not in the religious sector, nowhere and absolutely nothing. No, nowhere, absolutely nothing. So when I heard the speech, I said, okay, I recorded it, went back to listen to it, tried to piece it apart. There was nothing there for me to kind of hold on to. She was talking about a quote unquote, the mass unaliving of Christians in Nigeria somewhere, in Africa somewhere. And I'm like, okay, but let me ask you something, Miss Minaj. Have you ever spoke about that in any of your songs? Have you ever spoke about this on stage, off stage, anywhere, outside of the context of the music? And who are these people that's inviting Nicki Minaj? Like, how do we just pick her name up out of the hat? How do we choose who's going to go speak at the UN on behalf of children and Christians in Nigeria? Is Nicki Minaj even a Christian? This conversation is about not Nicki Minaj. It's about what's going on in music. That's just so happened to be one of the things that's going on in music. All right. Wait. Does anybody know if Nicki Minaj ever been to Nigeria and ever interacted with the Christians? Does Nicki Minaj know anything about covert operations? All right. Hegelian dialectic principle, any of these things? So we just choose one thing that's going on in one place in Africa, and we use that as a platform, and we use that as a talking point to go speak to people at the UN. Most people didn't need to see Nicki Minaj speaking at the UN. I was just curious as to what she was going to say because I'm listening. I want to get educated on what's going on in Africa and what's going on with our Christian brothers and sisters in Africa. And I really truly wanted to hear what she had to say, but I call it symbolism without substance. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave us that lesson, symbolism without substance. What is the substance of what she was saying? Then I heard another embarrassing conversation today. I think I was on IG, and they was basically talking about how they want music, but they don't want to hear. See, this is what I'm talking about. I just picked up my phone. Hold on. This is in my ear. Let me take it out of my ear.
Would love to have well-known names like Big X the Plug, a Travis Scott, or even a Bruno Mars feature on their song. Having these big names appear on your song, it drives traffic, it gets attention, which then turns into you building a much larger audience. However, these major artists can charge $300,000 to $1 million just to drop one verse. And even after paying all that money, you still have to pay the record label to sign off or clear the song so you can distribute it. But what if you didn't have to pay all that money for these major acts? What if you could legally clone that same superstar's voice using AI and distribute it with little money and no legal headache? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm sure.
Cloning. I didn't plan to talk about that, but as soon as I picked up my phone, he's on here talking about cloning. You can clone
by using their existing.
you can clone your favorite artist. So you ain't got to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for a feature anymore, I guess.
The Plug, a Travis Scott, or even a Bruno Mars feature on their song. Having these big names appear on your song, it drives traffic, it gets attention, which then turns into you building a much larger audience. However, these major artists can charge $300,000 to $1 million just to drop one verse. And even after paying all that money, you still have to pay the record label to sign off or clear the song so you can distribute it. But what if you didn't have to pay all that money for these major acts? What if you could legally clone that same superstar's voice using AI and distribute it with little money and no legal headache? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm sure everyone's heard all about these major labels partnering up with these AI music companies. You got Universal Music Group partnering up with Udio, and you got Warner Music Group partnering up with Suno. Now, these labels' main focus is to make money with AI. And one of the ways they'll do that is by using their existing artists along with the music that these labels own. So here's what they're doing, which seems crazy, but it's happening in real time. Every independent time, these major labels are giving their artists the option to allow AI to legally use the major artist's voice, name, and likeness to be used inside a license-controlled, royalty-paid environment, meaning anyone using Suno or Udio to create music can legally clone a major artist's voice, and the labels are licensing the major artist's voice and likenesses. So those people...
I'm listening, man, but I'm getting a headache as I'm listening. This music industry is shot to pieces. What do we spend long hours in the studio honing our craft? What do we spend long hours in those small rooms that Andre 3000 was talking about, honing our craft, practicing, rehearsing, making music, getting together, vibing? What are we doing when all you can do is have a laptop now and you can just kind of go viral and get a Grammy or something? And this is crazy, crazy. To allow AI to legally use the major artist's voice, name, and likeness to be used inside a license-controlled, royalty-paid environment, meaning anyone using Suno or Udio to create music can legally clone a major artist's voice, and the labels are licensing the major artist's voice and likenesses. So those people that are using Suno and Udio can get these AI features from that major artist without paying all that money. So why would you pay $300,000 for a verse when you can legally generate a version of that major artist's voice on a platform supported by the major labels that own and control the rights, name, and likeness? Now, this certainly will dramatically lower the demand for expensive human recorded features because the new AI feature becomes the affordable alternative. Now, these labels are really trying to sell this to their artists by claiming the artists will make money while they sleep from the royalties earned when other people are using their AI voices. Wow. But on the flip side, if anyone can create a Bruno Mars or a Travis Scott AI feature, doesn't the value of the real Travis Scott or Bruno Mars feature go down? If anyone can create a Nicki Minaj AI verse, does the true Nicki verse still hold the same weight? These major labels, listen, this is all new territory and it's getting interesting to say the very least. But here's the reality. These major labels aren't guessing on how to make money with AI. They're moving forward to monetize with these AI features, and they expect it to become normal, legal, and accessible to everyone. We're heading into a future where artists' voices earn money without them even stepping into a booth. Now, you can be upset, you can be concerned, but don't be ignorant, because those artists who adapt and embrace AI, those who understand how to control, license, and monetize their AI self will stay on top and continue to make money in this new AI world. But the artists who fight it and refuse to embrace AI will wake up one day and realize that their biggest competition is their own AI clone. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Listen, this is all new. God damn. There's some things that you listen to that will literally stop you in your tracks and make you really lend some serious thought and give some special attention to. That is crazy as hell. Wow. 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 Anyway. Wow. Okay. All right, family, talk to me. Yeah, wow. Oh, I was looking up something, but I don't need to look it up now. I'm good. Just birthday celebration for Black Did I? Saturday, December 6th, 7 p.m. Hosted by Joshua Sarah. Music by Hassan Shabazz. Vegan food, karaoke, Name that tune at Nicholas Bookstore in Brooklyn. All right. I would like to come, Dot, but I'm going to be at my lecture here in Atlanta this Saturday on the 6th. All right. I'll give you all the details about that in a minute. But anyway, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about, oh, there's some madness going on in this world, this music thing, man. Man. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to take the link and put the link in the chat. Then I'm going to go over, share the screen. Wow. All right, if you don't know this lady, top music attorney, she is on it. She has some valuable information. Please subscribe to her channel. She's on top of this thing that we're kind of dealing with in the music industry. Yeah.
I told you guys about this in my previous video, and it's already happening. Suno AI has settled with Warner Music Group, and there will be a lot of new changes in the coming days. Let's talk about them one by one. If you haven't watched my previous video, here's a quick recap. In June 2024, the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIAA, speaking for the major record labels Universal, Sony, and Warner, slammed both Suno and Udio with massive copyright infringement lawsuits. The labels claimed these AI companies had ingested huge amounts of copyrighted music to train their AI models. In June 2025, reports said that the record labels began talks with Suno and Udio to license their music, settle ongoing copyright lawsuits, and set up a system to pay artists fairly. On the 29th of October 2025, Universal Music Group and Udio AI announced they had settled the copyright infringement litigation and are working towards making a new AI platform trained only on UMG's catalog and their artists. Similarly, on the 26th of November 2025, Warner Music Group and Suno AI announced that they have signed a licensing deal and settled the copyright infringement lawsuit. What is this partnership, and what does it mean to you as a Suno user, and what it means to the artists? Let's find out. What's this Suno-Warner partnership? The CEO of WMG is calling it a landmark pact and a victory for the creative community. And the CEO of Suno says that they want to build the biggest music ecosystem possible. So let's take a look at who gets what from this partnership. Warner gets access to Suno's AI technology, their AI models, and their tools like Suno Studio, which is the world's best generative audio workstation right now. They also get to control how AI music is created legally and adheres to licensed models. Artists and songwriters will have full control over whether and how their names, images, likeness, voices, and compositions will be used in new AI-generated music. And if the artists opt in for their music to be used by Suno, they will have a new revenue stream if their music is used in AI songs. Now let's see what Suno gets from this partnership. Suno gets to work directly with artists and songwriters.
What do the artists get? You're talking about the labels. What does the artist get? Why is the artist always the last one to get anything out of these mega deals?
It means access to high-quality, fully licensed audio training data, allowing Suno to build advanced music models. Suno CEO says it will be the best music model the world has seen to date. Suno also acquired Songkick from Warner Music Group. Songkick is an app that lets you find live music near you, follow your favorite artists, get instant concert alerts, and buy tickets to the best upcoming shows. Well, that's great, but let's see how this partnership affects you as a Suno user. In the coming days, we can expect below changes to happen. Old models will be going away. The current unlicensed Suno models, including V5, will be deprecated, which means they will be phased out and gradually removed from service. Suno is building a new generation of advanced licensed models, which they expect to surpass even the model V5, and they are confident the new models will still handle diverse genres and non-English languages. You will be able to build around participating artists' names, sounds, and compositions. Record labels realize that the AI cover songs are insanely popular, and there's a huge market for it right now. With this partnership, anyone will be able to make AI cover songs of famous songs and artists legally, and the artists will be paid for it if the artist opted in for AI training. Below are the features that are not going away. The personas are not going away. Suno Studio will stay and continue to get better updates in the coming days. Other features like covers, extend, stems, MIDI, etc. are not going away. What about the downloads? Suno is not removing downloads like Udio AI did, but there will be some changes. Free plan users will no longer be able to download the songs. A paid Suno account will be required to download the songs. Each paid tier enables a specific number of downloads each month. How many downloads per month is not yet decided, but you can download and export unlimited songs and stems using the Suno Studio. Let's talk about the rights to the music you make. Music made on the free plan remains for personal, non-commercial use only. Music made on a paid plan will continue to be granted commercial use rights, but the terms will be different if you're using any participating Warner Music artist's name, voice, or
So they're going to grant you the rights.
composition. So when are these changes going live? There is currently no definitive timeline for when these changes will happen, but I believe it will be early next year, 2026. So what should you do now? If you're a paid user, download all your existing output, especially anything you intend to use commercially, before any new restrictions or the deprecation of current models occur. Read terms of service closely when the new terms of service for the 2026 models are released, particularly regarding the ownership of the creations using the new models. I'll keep you guys updated as soon
Who owns it? And how do you as a producer get paid?
as I get any new information. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any updates.
Okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I see something inherently wrong with this. Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. Maybe I'm feeling some kind of way because I was one of those individuals that did put the time in to hone in the craft, to study, to, yeah. Let's see.
Because it's public record. And so in our lawsuit that was filed on behalf of independent music makers, we claimed two types of copyright infringement. And what we received is a motion to dismiss. And I want to talk about what this says. So music producers are panicking. This is, of course, in regards to Spotify acquiring Who Sampled, right, which is a sample and remix database. And as I'm seeing some producers say, you've just handed over the database of the crimes. This is a form of sample snitching. And music producers who had otherwise been flying under the radar because, well, on one hand, maybe this is something genre specific.
Okay, top attorney. It was an art form. Sampling was an art form back in the day. When we sampled, I think I overheard Hank Shockley said, he would challenge anyone to find the samples that we used in the Public Enemy songs. And it's digging in the crates, finding that one unique kind of sample, flipping it, chopping it, doing whatever. It was an art form. It was beautiful. But I can understand what she's saying. You sample snitching. You understand what I'm saying? The producers are losing out. All right.
Sampling is just inherent. Or on the other hand, you were just flying under the radar because you were an underground producer. Here's what Anthony Fantano had to say about it.
Okay, some very bad and concerning news here. The music sample database Who Sampled was just purchased by Spotify. And there are a few reasons that just might not be so good. First off, the major labels are in bed with and invested in Spotify. I mean, Spotify and streaming platforms are primarily how the labels make their money these days, meaning that you're pretty much giving the labels on a silver platter the capacity to ding anybody who samples anything that might be in their back catalog and potentially abuse that information, going after artists who aren't even using certain samples commercially. And while it's true, the labels and A&Rs are certainly free to go on whosampled.com and find out various samples of records if they want, they should have to do that work themselves as opposed to the hip-hop and electronic music production communities doing it for them for free. That's another big issue about this, because with Who Sampled being sold off, this company, this website is going to be run for the bottom line and not for the fan base, not for the community of producers and fans.
All right. I don't want to go through that whole thing, but listen, family, let's understand this. All of what they're doing and what they've been doing over the last 15, 20 years, y'all already know it's all about money. So as soon as they start to lose grip, all right, on the controls of artists and music catalogs, publishing, and just music in general, this is just that next phase of it. So there's a whole new 1 billion users are online now, probably more than that. I say 2 to 3 billion. Since Africa is opening up, different markets are opening up, the record labels have to stay on top of that. They build these kind of infrastructures right here, these kind of platforms to serve not only artists on a global scale, but in different languages, different genres of music. All right. So the thing now is, I think we have to decide, do we play the game? Do we play in order to get paid? Or you sit out and watch everyone else get paid and you just sit on the sidelines like, what am I to do? All right. So singers, you have a decision to make. Producers, you definitely have a decision to make. All right. The average rapper, Suno and Udio done cut y'all off at the knees. Because you heard that one interview with that young lady, that Gayle King interview. She was just basically saying she's not a singer or a writer. She knows how to make prompts. That's it. As long as you can write a prompt, you can have a hit song. You don't have to have no talent. Wow. 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 Let's listen.
Fans who built this database from the ground up. And on top of all of that, Spotify is just going to use this information to further datafy everyone's listening experience on that goddamn platform, using all this information to bottle people into even tougher to break algorithms. Because basically everything Spotify does these days runs off of information about what you're listening to, what you have listened to, and possibly what you might listen to in the future. This is all just another example of further music industry consolidation too.
Okay, so in Spotify acquiring Who Sampled, I guess let me put it this way. Who Sampled already provides, of course, information about song covers, sampling, remixes, and of course, it's something that is used to try to find infringers. But as I saw one creator kind of make the point, he just goes, as a producer himself, what he has found is that the majority of music creators literally just don't know. They don't know that you're supposed to go and get a license. And in fact, we will see huge creators like Kanye who still freely sample and they get into trouble for it. And so then he retroactively will try to go back after he's already released the music containing the samples, right, that he shouldn't have included. And you can argue, well, a big successful act arguably has the money to go and make it right after the fact. But you guys do have to be cautious about this. And I'll talk you through kind of the best way to do sample clearance. So stay tuned for that. This is from Music Business Worldwide. Spotify unveiled a number of new song credit features, including an upcoming song DNA function for premium users, which Spotify said will be powered by Who Sampled, which is now part of Spotify.
Ah, man. So, Seth, you're absolutely correct. Control. They can control what comes out, what doesn't come out. Who hears it, who doesn't hear it. And then now they have these sophisticated algorithms. If you sample a grunt or a sneeze or a fart from another artist, the algorithm will pick it up and they'll block your song. If a mosquito pissing on goddamn cotton in a song back in 1920 and you sample that, they're coming for you. So, Tiffany, how can we get control? Miss Tiffany Stewart. It's easy to say it, but to put something in place where we actually get in control, yeah. Most of these, hold on. It says most of these digitized artists don't have talent. You're right. The technology makes them. They're just influences to shape the mind of the youth. Exactly. So what's going to happen now? So what's going to happen to all these murder, death, kill songs that are out there? All right. And they want to push this to a certain demographic. i.e., young black and brown children. All right, when did you text that to me? I don't see the text. When did you text that? Send me the text back out, man. I'm not saying some of the songs are not good. DJ Chuck, chill out. What's happening, man? Chuck, chill out. What's good with you, man? How, Chuck, chill out. How are DJs wrapping their minds around using AI in the DJ world? Oh, you already said it. The music business is in disarray. I don't know, DJ Chuck, chill out. I can honestly say, man, every time I see a DJ get down, there is a song list of about 30 songs that I know I'm going to hear. The thing with me is I want to see how that DJ that day, that night, at that moment is going to freak it. You understand what I'm saying? We already know we're going to hear Frankie Beverly. Before I let go. All right, I wanted to see how you get though. You understand what I'm saying? I already know we're going to hear Michael Jackson. Jackson's Blame It on the Boogie, whatever. I want to see how you freak it though. That's the beautiful thing in the art form. All right? But, yeah. Now you're going to have a whole set list of AI songs. Yeah. And some of them songs are soulless, man. I'm trying to listen for the soul in them. So the top music attorney lays it out. She says Spotify's new move has music producers shaking in their boots. Top music attorney. All right, make sure y'all check her out. She has a top-notch platform, channel, podcast.
We officially have our first court decision in an AI lawsuit. So just for context, right? So we have all these lawsuits against Anthropic, Suno, Udio. These are the music AI companies, but there's AI companies in general just getting sued for copyright infringement. AI companies are arguing fair use. They go, if it's fair use, well, that's an affirmative defense to copyright infringement, aka we don't get into trouble. But in this court's latest ruling, this was against a law platform called Westlaw, and essentially Westlaw had these headlines, and then another company came along, took those headlines, adapted it without permission. So the court said no can do on the fair use claim, which is a huge deal. Now
I guess we got to know the law now. You got to take a music law class now if you want to be a producer or artist. DJ Chuck Chill Out says, when you play for older crowds, you got to play Frankie Beverly. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yep, got to play Michael Jackson. You just got to play them songs. Houdini, you got to play them songs. I got you. What happens now when you got a Suno AI, Udio AI, just AI artists that are in your database of songs to play? What happens with that now? Because I hear some remixes of some songs, they be jacking up the original songs, and I don't like it. But then again, there's some songs that I do like. Oh, so it's the song that you texted me, bro? All right.
Yeah. Sharp tongue slicing, venom in the vein. Trust shattered, got played in the game. Chuck's handshake cold, deal in the dark. Brotherhood burned, he snuffed out the spark. Sold me out, let me shade it in the fire. Youth got twisted, motives turned dire. Hearts full of people now hushed in the smoke. Black fist raised, but the unity broke. The revolution ain't a trend, it's the truth I defend. But the enemies within, masked as a friend.
Yeah, I heard this song before. It's good. See, it's stuff like that that'll get your attention, and then when you look at it, you say, "Damn, that was done all in Suno AI." Wow. I would have to make the track. I'd have to find musicians to play. I would have to write the song. You're about to have me sit over here and rethink aspects of my damn life. Since that's what y'all doing with music now. So what we doing? Last 3 days, I've been sitting trying to figure out how to do my next video. Somebody called me up and said, yo, go to AI. Go to Open AI and do it. Go to Leonardo AI. Go to, yeah. Who's making videos out there? Hit me up, 678-557-2919. I'm just. They said, Griff, why you come on here tonight to talk about what, man? And you can't even believe what's going on in the music industry, simply because I felt this way when we went from analog to digital. Everybody was like, okay, taking other people's songs and doing whatever. It was the digital realm that we in. Now we're coming out of the digital realm into the super digital realm, and we're using computers to do everything. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a keyboard over there that I use with a small, tiny computer in it. It gives me sounds. There's a Mac Mini in front of me that I use, which I have software on my computer, which gives me sounds. But I still have to put those sounds together in a creative way. As y'all saw, I got to bring a singer in. I got to bring some players in. I got to make sure it's in key. Yeah. It's a lot, but I enjoy doing that. Because, I feel like you feel, Patrick. Analog reigns supreme. It's warmer. It's better. It's easy to listen to. And plus, I could take the song and drop it into a 432 hertz, which is soothing to the soul. This other stuff, I don't know. So I'll try it out. See what happens. See what I come up with. All right. What do y'all think, though? Enough about what I think. Y'all sitting here watching me go through this, mental hiccup, spiritual hiccup, trying to make sure my soul is not infected by this AI stuff. And y'all over there like, Griff, you old. You might as well roll with the punches, bro. AI is here to stay. What do y'all think? I'm going to listen to y'all. I don't want to hear a DJ playing a 2-hour set and it's all AI songs. But then what happens when you got to go perform live? You said AI is a fad? I don't think so. Whoever using AI is lazy and lame. Yeah. Some people may disagree. Yeah. Join Suno AI, start creating your own music. But will it be my own music? My own music is not something I type into my keypad here. my own music is something that comes from here. I want to be able to, yeah. That melody that you hear on my intro song to my show. Da, 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 da. I put them notes together. I put it in a song. Went to the keyboard, hit the right notes. Da, 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 da. Simple. Anybody could do it, but that's what I did. That's what you're hearing every time my show come on. The song is called Minds Up. Yeah. I've been looking for people to collab with. So if y'all within the sound of my voice and you in the ATL or anywhere near Atlanta, matter of fact, I don't care where you are. It'd be better if you're here in the ATL, but if you're not, it's cool. It'd be better if you're here so we could get together face to face and collab in these small rooms that Andre 3000 talking about. But I travel. I go to the Carolinas, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida. It don't matter. If you are a keyboard player and you feel like I feel and you want to vibe and create some stuff, contact Professor Griff, 678-557-2919. I want to be able to do some different things and travel the world with it. All right? If you're a keyboard player and you want to make that happen, let's go. If you are a drummer, all right, and you work with drum pads, hit me up. I want to do something different. I want to create this thing where we can, I don't know, overnight bag and your instrument, and we go. Make it happen. There's some places that are waiting right now that want to see you live. Let's go. Let's take it there. Patrick, thanks for the question. Do you associate with old school hip hop community as much anymore? No, I mean, people that I know and we know one another, we cool, but like associate with them in what kind of way? Like, it's always cool to run into Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. It's always cool. It's always cool to run into Latifah. All right. Tretch, Naughty by Nature, Cool Mo D, Curtis Blow. I mean, I could go on. I could keep naming names. It's always cool. Whether we want to do things together, I'm not sure. I want to be able to have something that I want to do with them. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. No, I'm still on. What's up? No, hold on.
Here's my keys. Oh.
It's always open. No. Slight emergency. Sorry about that. What was we saying before I get off of here? Producing products, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then all the ancillary other properties that go along with putting a song out. Your merch, you come doing live, then you got sync fees, licensing, songs that you might want to put in movies and commercials and that kind of thing. Who owns all of that if AI is doing it? So I think, yeah, they about to tap into all your money. For real. For real. Yeah. So we're talking about what's going on in the music business, the music industry, what's going on with, listen, there's an artist out there that's leading the charge with this. Kalani. Every show I do about this, I let her know I'm down with her, whatever she need me to do. But we just gotta, we gotta speak up for the artists, for real. And it's always the artists that get the shitty deals, but yet they're willing to pay somebody that's not even an artist to sit behind the computer and write a prompt and put out a song. And that person gets all the credit. Get writers, get publishing, because you can write prompts. So at the award show, what they're going to do, give the award to the best prompt writer because you can write a prompt? Come on, man. Yeah, no. I'm just curious. Maybe that's where we're headed. Who can write the best prompt? And they're going to give the award. The award goes to AI artists. So who's going to accept the award? The prompt writer? I'm curious. I'm curious as to know what you think about it. Anyway, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I hope we was able to pull something from this conversation. All right. All right. Apologize for the hiccup. Yeah. Sometimes you got to rise to the occasion and go make it happen. Yeah. I wouldn't advise anybody to run out there with the blicky, but I'm just saying sometimes those kind of situations happen. All right. All right. We have to get familiar with and adjust to the nonsense of AI in some form of, unfortunately. You're right. AF Bay 777, you're right. It's forcing us. You know why it's forcing us? Because not enough of us support independent artists. When I tell you that I'm putting out a single and it's on Bandcamp and I give you the link to go purchase a $3, $4 single and you don't support the artist, this is what happens. I can put it across the screen like this. Okay, I said my single is at Bandcamp, www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. All right, and the song is called Amnesia. If I have 100,000 followers on Instagram, why can't I have $20,000 by tomorrow morning if just, I don't know, 1,000 people, 2,000 people go and they buy one song from me? Yeah, I could be $10,000, $20,000 up in the game by tomorrow morning. And that's a reality. But when we don't support the artists, Yeah, now we have people that are not even artists, right? Sitting behind a computer coming up with a prompt that are making songs. You're right, quick thinking, fast moving, right on down to the modern times. You're right. So I'm saying to you, that's the reality of it. If you go on my Instagram page, I have 100,000 people following me. I can't ask 1,000 of y'all to go buy one song. One song. We can test it out. I'm sure that's out of my whole catalog that I have up there, I'm sure you're going to like one song at least. So if I ask 1,000 people, by the time I come back on here on Wednesday, 1,000 people bought one song on Bandcamp, on my Bandcamp channel or page, I should be thousands of dollars up in the game. Am I right or wrong? Okay, let's see what happens. www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. All right, let's see what happens. You know, I'm gonna fight it tooth and nail, AF Bay 777, but I'm not giving my soul to AI like that, man. I'm just not. Y'all gonna get the gritty Professor Griff song or the smoothed out one or whatever, but it's going to be me. It's not going to be a prompt that I typed in. It's going to be me here actually playing these instruments, coming up with the song, digging deep, pulling from within, collaborating with people, and we're going to make it happen. All right. So like I said, if you're a drummer and you're playing drum pads, or if you're a keyboard player out there, you got some keyboard skills, let's vibe. All right, let's make it happen. All right. All right, family, this is your brother, Professor Griff. All right. I'm going to take me up on the challenge. www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. Purchase one song and let's see what we come up with on Wednesday. All right. Let's make it happen. Let's see. You said you in? Got you. Gerald said he's in. All right. Q wins 1. Said facts. I'm in. Show you right. I mean, is that correct? If I got 5,000 on Facebook, 100,000 on IG, I can't get 1,000 people to buy one song? Is that not real? If we're going to support independent artists, all right, and then we could feature every time I come on, we could feature an independent artist on this platform every single time I come on, and we could take that same concept and we could apply it to them. We say, okay, yo, Seth, Scion 11112 is the next artist we gonna feature, or AF Bay 777. He got a song out called so and so and so and so, or Q's S1. He has a song out. Let everybody go purchase that song. I don't care if it's for $1 or $3 single on Bandcamp. We all support them. That's how you support independent artists. But if we don't, then those artists got to play the game and make these AI songs in order to get paid a little something. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. Once again, the website is www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. All right, let's see what happens. All right, inshallah, I will see everyone back here on Wednesday. But if I come on before that, it's going to be about this same subject because we got to be able to support independent artists. All right. Shout out to Kalani. All right. We got to support those that are supporting us. And she's out there ahead of this thing and in front of this thing. Then we got to lend our support to her. If she wants 1,000 people to go buy one of her songs, then let's make it happen. We got to support those that are speaking and supporting us. All right. It's Professor Griff. I love you all to life. All right. Peace. family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me.